Okay, this this is the second video of a two-part video series. My name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is January 12th, 2014, and I am in San Diego, California. This is a continuation of the first video. That YouTube title, the first video, will be in the description of this YouTube video, and you need to watch that in order to be able to understand the theme of this video, because this is a continuation of the statements that have already been aforementioned in that video. So you got to watch it in order to completely get a holistic pictorial representation in your mind pertaining to the subject matter and theme of this particular video. So please watch it first. Okay, now in that video I gave a parable concerning what would happen, how you think you would feel psychologically and mentally and emotionally if a particular thing had happened to you as a result of you going to Walmart. Please watch that video. Okay, so this is a continuation of those statements. The reason why I detailed that particular parable in the first video was to give you an understanding, a general understanding of what it is literally like, okay, to be mentally raped on a daily basis. Not just mentally raped about what is happening to us and the truth of what is happening to us, but also concerning the audacity of the perpetrators, because they want to make sure that you feel mentally raped. Whenever a person is a person of a crime, they instantly become a victim. No matter how strong you are mentally or psychologically or emotionally, when you become a victim of a crime like being robbed or raped or assaulted or even harassed or threatened, you are being victimized. No matter how strong you are mentally or emotionally, your brain is still experiencing victimization. In other words, your brain knows that it's being victimized no matter what kind of internal language you use to cope with it. You're still being victimized. Now, the whole intention behind organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions is to achieve the original motivations or motivation that they have for the selected targeted individual, and one of the ways that they attempt to break the target down is to cause menticide, which is basically where their intention is to literally kill who you are mentally, your mental identity, and to cause a mental collapse, to basically wear you down mentally by abusing you with victimization techniques along all your routes every single day, everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Again, you got to watch the first video in order to be able to see some of the descriptions that I've described in them, in order for you to completely understand the statements in this one. So please watch it. Now, in organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, let me just put it to you this way. I have experienced non-stop continuous harassment at UCSD, SDSU, USD, Ralph's Grocery Store in La Jolla. Now, practically every business I have walked into, I have experienced harassment at, okay? Because all of these places that you can be, when you're a gang stalking target, like right now you can go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids, and you'll see a news broadcast of a targeted individual being covered on the news. Again, that YouTube title is titled gang stalking bullying on steroids. You'll flat out see that guy is being gang stalked by his neighbors. He talks about how he's harassed everywhere he goes, how it makes him feel frightened and afraid. Okay? Everywhere he goes, he states he's harassed. And if you went to Google right now and typed in organized stalking or gang stalking in businesses, public libraries, universities, any business, transportation services, you will see that targeted individuals are gang stalked and harassed through clever means along all their routes every single day. Because their whole goal, in reference to the manager who is perpetrating these criminalities covertly by using syndicate members and duped community members, that person's intention, the intention of the manager of this expedition, is to wear the targeted individual out mentally and to make the targeted individual experience mental rape pertaining to the victimizations that happen to the targeted individuals. And let me give you an illustration about how they do that. Targeted individuals, which I've already stated, are gang stalked along all their routes everywhere they go and harassed everywhere they go, including by public library staff, library patrons, university staff, students. That's right. Business managers, business employees, business security guards. That's right. People on buses, trolleys, bus stops, trolley stations. You name it. Walking We are intentionally harassed by the perpetrators who put these people along our routes and who get the cooperation of anybody in the community, businesses, universities, colleges, public libraries, any business, to harass us in specific overt ways every time we go, in every place we go, no matter what kind of place it is. And the harassment is identical everywhere we go in order to keep the same victimization mindset for you to experience. In other words, they basically let you know you're being gang stalked through clever means by repeating certain words and phrases everywhere you go, or certain physical gestures, and or creating events and blaming you for them, and then banning you from a place like a university, public library, or business, or transportation services by blaming you for the event they stage. And when they stage an event, they'll stage the witnesses. They're called street theaters and gang stalking expeditions. Now, and that is actually the reason why this is actually the subject matter of this video. I'm going to give you an example. And this example, well, let me just put it this way. Why would I be lying about it? Would I be? Of course not. Not at all. Say if a certain specific targeted individual was being gang stalked at UCSD, like in their libraries, in their restaurants, in their price center, their food court, at their bus stops, even on their bus shuttle services. That's right. Now, if they use, most of the time, I'd say at least anywhere between 85 and 92% of the time, they use different people. Now, in that margin of flexibility in reference to the ratio between 85 and 100%, there's a margin there of about 15%, give or take 7%. Okay? They might use the same person repeatedly. Like, let's just say a young girl who's kind of heavy set, got black hair, and this girl has been used on over 20 to 25 separate occasions. Another male, white male, who's been used, who's got black hair, he's been used on over 30 occasions, and a couple other specific individuals who have been used on several different occasions, who is intentionally being used by the manager of these expeditions. And since these individuals have been noticed by the target more than once, that's how they're able to give you the number 25 times they've been used. That targeted individual has already got these specific people anchored in their mind to be associated to being gang stalked by them in the past, because they were used repeatedly. Now, say if that one particular targeted individual was in a library where these specific people have gang stalked them on numerous occasions in the past. The targeted individual decides to get up to take a break, maybe a cigarette break, or maybe just go get a breath of fresh air. And through the monitoring and surveillance of the targeted individual, they can see when a targeted individual is preparing to get up, because they're taking away all the things that are connected to the library computer. They're literally standing up to get up. They're gathering all their duffel bags and their backpack to literally get up, so they can easily deduce that the targeted individual is getting ready to get up and leave. So what they'll do is, through the observation of the targeted individual, they will use somebody that's already been identified and associated in that targeted individual's mind to have been used in the past on numerous occasions to go and sit or stand at the place that the targeted individual has regularly went to when they go to take a break. That's right. Hoping that maybe the targeted individual might take out their video camera to take a video picture of them, so that because the target's thinking, this person's been has gaslighted me, engaged in, that's a term that describes gang stalking harassment. The target individual might have the thought in their head that, well, I already know this person's involved in the gang stalking, and I'm not allowed to take video pictures in the library, but I am outside. So, and she's sitting here right at the very place that I always go to take a break. Would they be provoking me to take a video picture of her? So then she goes back in the library and says she's taking video pictures of me and I'm not comfortable with it. And so an incident occurs, like the police being called. The police then come and ban me, or make an incident report that's derogatory about me. And why do they do that? Basically putting that individual outside where I would take a break at, where I always take my break at, is a prompt and a bait for me to do something like that, to take a video picture, because they have learned my responses to the harassment. So basically it was baiting me to do it, because they have observed that that's what I've done in the past. So baiting me to take a picture of a factual person who has engaged in gang stalking in the past, prompting her to get up to go complain, so this library security can be called. They come out and they either ban me from the library or the premises or make an incident report, or all three. These are called staged events in gang stalking, where they blame you for a healthy response that you make and take concerning somebody who has factually gang stalked you before, and they bait you to take a picture of them so they can use that as a reason to ban you. And why would they do that? Because that particular targeted individual has been exposing them all over the internet. So the truth is raped as a result of this baiting the target to take a picture of this woman. That's right. And then it's used as an legal, normal appearing excuse to ban the target. Because that woman will never admit she's ever been used in the past. She'll act like an innocent person who doesn't understand why a video picture is being taken of her. It's the reason why she was placed out there. And this is the heinous methodologies of gang stalking. UCSD knows I'm being gang stalked. You better believe they do, and they will never, ever, ever, ever admit it on paper or in court. Ever. You better believe it. The only thing they care about is making sure they never lose in court, and the only other thing they care about is limiting the exposure of what's happening to me on their campus, and the only other thing they're worried about is how can they ban me either from their campus and or libraries while making it appear that it's happening because of normal, justified reasons. Okay? The only thing they care about is making sure that me being banned from their university appears to be happening because of normal, justified reasons, while blaming me for it. Because they obviously got to have a justified reason, a normal appearing justified reason to ban me. So obviously it's got to be something about their claiming that I did, which means they're blaming me for something they baited me to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? They gang stalk you. Then they bait you to take a picture of a person who's been involved in the gang stalking of you. Then they use that person to complain about you so they can ban you. Total, complete mental rape about the truth. And then an additional victimization pertaining to the event, because you're not only being lied to about who this person really is, but you're also being banned because of it while using a person who was factually involved in the gang stalking. Now, mental rape and menticide is one of the huge methodologies of gang stalking. Because, the average American citizen doesn't realize, they don't know this, but you could probably Google it. Bullying, extreme bullying, kills nerve cells. And what am I trying to say here? Well, in order to be able to cause a targeted individual to collapse or cause them to go into a disassociated state because of victimization, this is where it gets to be a little technical. Just trust me and bear with me. Whenever a person is a victim of a crime, and especially if they're never treated honestly about it, okay, then they remain in the victimization of it. And then if you have a victimization that is happening because of a victimization, that's like a double-bounded wound, a double-binded wound. Okay? You end up becoming bullied. It's called extreme bullying. Bullying kills nerve cells because the neural processors of the healthy responses of the brain are not being healthily, in a healthy manner, reinforced. Instead, they're being killed because the victimization continues, which means the bullying continues, which means the nerve cells are dying. Because the brain has no healthy response to it because it's not being treated in a healthy way. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not just about mentally raping the truth and mentally raping you because you're continually being victimized and re-victimized in the same way about the same subject matter, but you're also experiencing extreme abuse and mental duress, which can also kill brain cells. Just Google it. If you went to Google right now and typed in how nerve cells or nerve endings can end up dying because of extreme bullying, I saw it in a Scientific America article in their magazine. So, and this is just one of the examples. Hang on a second. Let me give you another example here real fast. These people will work because gang stalking, you're stalked from one place to the next place to the next place to the next place to the next place, and harassed in the same exact identical way by different people every day, because most of the people who are harassing you don't know that there are other people that are harassing you in the same way. But the targeted individual experiences the same abuse because each person who harasses you is harassing you in the same exact identical way. Okay? That's why it feels like you're being victimized over and over and over again in the same exact way. Like you're being hit in the same spot, same way, every day. Just by different people. Okay? Hold on a second. Case in point, I went to Ralph's grocery store, okay? And have been gang stalked on a feverish scale by their management, their employees, and their security guards of that business plaza off of La Jolla Village Drive. They'll lie about it up and down the road about it and call me crazy concerning it. They'll even probably try and provoke me, eventually, to create an incident there so they can use that incident to ban me. And let me tell you why I say this. In organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, what I just explained to you how they operate. Okay? They will basically form associations in your mind to the gang stalking. And if you don't believe me, listen to this. This is an individual who is with another guy who has harassed me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions. While they are harassing me, they're literally saying gang stalk. Then the one says gang stalking, and then the other one says gang of stalking, I'm going to F you up. Now why do you think they're saying gang stalking as they're harassing me, calling me a bitch, and threatening me? Because they want me to know that what's happening to me as it's happening is because of gang stalking. Just listen to them say it. Gang of stalking, I'll F you up. Okay? Now, that's their way to form the association in my mind that I'm being harassed and threatened by these guys because of gang stalking, because they're saying gang stalking as they're harassing and threatening me. It's an association technique they use. And that's their way to anchor in your mind that this is happening to you because of gang stalking. That's why they're saying it as they're harassing me and threatening me. It's literally how they operate. Now, listen to this. I've already caught it on audio and uploaded those audios to videos that have been gang stalked inside that Ralph's. Now, not too long after this event occurred on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day, the individual who played a role in this, who has harassed me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions, appears at Ralph's. And he appears as I'm coming out of the checkout lane, him going into the bathroom, so I'll see him. I then leave Ralph's, ride my electronic cart out to the bike rack, get all my groceries packed together, put them in the basket on my bike, unlock my bike, get on my bike, and ride it along the normal path that I always ride it at in order to leave Ralph's. They have him sitting on the bench right there talking to another guy who has gaslighted me, which means gang stalking harassment. Okay? And why did they do that? I believe that they did that to try and prompt me to take a video picture of him at Ralph's. Right above them was Ralph's video camera. That way they could go inside of Ralph's and complain she's taking a video picture of me. Ralph's employees come out and say, or call security and say, she's taking video pictures of our customers for no reason, we want her banned. This is literally what they're doing. Because what they're trying to do is develop a pattern of behavior about me to make it appear that I'm taking video pictures of people for no reason. So it can be put on police reports and incident reports in order to make it appear. See, because one of the main methodologies of gang stalking is to not only deny that the crime is happening to the target, but to also call the target a troublemaker and to call the target crazy Because they, see, the syndicated police, what they do is they act like they don't know what gang stalking is. Like after an event transpires that they stage, and then when the police come out, the target will say, well, this guy has been involved in numerous gang stalking activities in the past towards me. And the cop will say, well, that don't sound, how? Like, how is he harassing you? You start telling them how this person has harassed you, and then the guy's standing there denying it, okay? And the police will say, well, this sounds too crazy to believe. Are you delusional? And he'll literally make a police report stating that the target is delusional. Because I already mentioned that part of the motivations behind these criminalities is taking syndicated probate control of the targeted individual in order to call out their monthly checks, their finances, Social Security, to exploit their insurance, and exploit the target sexually in a syndicated run, organized crime group home that the syndicate owns. It's why the homelessness is created of the target. And the only way that they can get this syndicated probate control is to claim the target cannot take care of themselves because they're homeless, the homelessness they create, and because of the numerous incident and police reports that are intentionally falsified after staged events occur. And they will work in a tag-teaming cooperation with the business community. Now, gang stalking is already happening in the business community towards fellow employees by their fellow employees. Except when gang stalking is happening in businesses towards fellow employees, it's called work mobbing, and that can be Googled. And these are the tag-teaming schemes of gang stalking. Because they want to make it appear that you were the problem and that you were even caught on video taking a video picture of this guy who's not bothering you at all. Because as he appeared in Rouse that day, he didn't bother me that day. But 3 days before, he played a direct role in this event that you just heard. While he can deny it and say, that's not me on your phone. Or magically when the cops come, my phone won't work. Go to Google and YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and gang stalking, or organized stalking, or gang stalking and cell phone jammers, where they can literally make your phone inoperable so I wouldn't be able to play this audio file to the police. And if you don't believe I'm not being gang stalked from one place to another, this is a video file of me being on a bus 167 miles away from when this event occurred in La Jolla on Thanksgiving Day. This event occurred on a bus in Yucca Valley on December 11th, 2012, almost one full complete year earlier. Do you hear individuals say gang stalk, oh my God, repeatedly, and then a woman says gang stalking? Again, that's their way to let you know that you're being gang stalked by literally putting people around you to repeat gang stalk everywhere you go. And if you don't believe me, listen to this.
Well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars. Right now?
In my house, she does. Your first child? Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully my only child.
Take the whole thing. The first one, the rough is going to hold it.
She's a pretty good kid. She never cries.
I'm going to go hang it up in my
She's already talking.
Gang stalking, and then listen to these guys again say it on Thanksgiving Day. Okay, so my name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. Today's date, as you can see by me showing you this video picture of my cell phone, that is January 12th, 2013, and you can see that it's January 12th, 2014. Okay, and I'm also going to use the phone so the phone will tell you the time and date.
Say a command. January 12th, Sunday, 11:47 a.m.
Okay, now I'm predicting that I'm eventually going to be banned from UCSD libraries and or their campus. I'm predicting right now that I'm eventually going to be banned from Rouse or any business that's in the Rouse Plaza where the Rouse grocery store is off of La Jolla Village Drive and in the plaza that's across the street where the CVS is. That's right. Also, I'm also predicting I'm eventually going to be banned, or an event's going to occur at a specific number-coded HA location. Now, I know you don't understand that. That's a strategy that I developed to describe a specific location. And once the event transpires, I'm going to disclose what that code number means so you can see why it was used. Just trust me. Okay, my dad taught me that trick. Okay, now, again, you can go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids to see that targeted individual literally stating his neighbors are involved in the gang stalking of him and that he's harassed everywhere he goes. Gang stalking and organized stalking is all over the internet. It's all over the internet. And all you got to do right now is go to YouTube or Google and YouTube and type in organized stalking or gang stalking, and the police, businesses, post offices, universities, public libraries, apartment buildings, landlords, property owners, postal employees. Just do it. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth concerning the factual realities of these heinous crimes, and how the targeted individual is mentally raped about the victimization that happens to them, okay, and then re-victimized concerning the truth of the matter. When it comes to the police, the business community, university staff, employees, and their security guards, that's right, and their campus police, library security, they don't give a shit. The only thing that these places care about is protecting their ass at the end of the day concerning the factual realities of what's factually and actually happening to the targeted individual. Do you really believe for 1 second any university staff or student is ever going to openly admit that they were solicited? I did catch 2 UCSD students admit that they were put in my path to engage in certain physical gestures that are directly connected to gang stalking. Okay? I caught them off guard. But that was lucky. That was extremely lucky. But you're never going to get any library staff that's going to walk up with you and say, Leslie, we're sorry for what we did. Okay? They're never going to admit that they intentionally harassed me in any way and that it was connected to gang stalking. They'll deny it up and down the road concerning it, and they'll lie about it and call me crazy about it. You better believe they will, along with their Club Med restaurant employees and the individuals in the Price Center that work over there, in the Sunshine Market and the Burger King. All of them were solicited to engage in gang stalking of me. I talk about it, and then they'll turn around and say, look how crazy Leslie is. Now she thinks Burger King employees are gang stalking her. Now she thinks employees at the Sunshine Market were gang stalking her. Because organized stalking and gang stalking targets are tracked, surveilled, and monitored in real time at all times. Everywhere they go, the individuals who are perpetrating this criminality know where they're at in real time. That individual or individuals knows where the target's at, and they have the power position in the community to connect with anybody in the community. Business owners, business employees, business managers, security guards of businesses, university staff, students, fraternities, sororities, self-help groups, you name it. Because people on probation they're using. What does that tell you? Probation officers. That's right. I've been gang stalked right inside the Hall of Justice. I caught gang stalking on audio file happening inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters and inside the San Diego City Council meeting. Both of those, all those audios and videos have already been put on the internet. All you got to do is go to Google or YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman exposes SDP exposes." Hold on. All you got to do is go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman exposes SDPD HTQ," which stands for San Diego Police Department Headquarters. Then go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman exposes San Diego City Council gang stalking at San Diego City Council meeting." Just do it and listen for gang stalk being said around me. Just do it, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. So, if I'm in La Jolla and the San Diego Police Department headquarters is way over downtown, how can I be catching it happening to me here and then way over in downtown San Diego and in Yucca Valley, 167 miles away from La Jolla, which is in San Diego County? How? Because I'm being gang stalked to these places, that's how, and harassed in the same exact identical way. Except, since this Thanksgiving event has occurred, they have backed off from saying gang stalk around me and have went back to using specific physical gestures and particular ways of coughing. All of this can be Googled, and you'll see that I'm telling you the truth. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I make this video to inform, to expose the truth. The truth. Can you imagine being a victim of a crime and then being institutionalized for it? Can you imagine being a victim of a crime and then being falsely arrested and thrown in jail because of it? Can you imagine being a victim of a crime including rape, assaults, numerous assaults, daily harassment everywhere you go, on top of having your entire life destroyed and covertly by the individuals who are managing these expeditions, covertly destroying all your every aspect of your life, causing the homelessness of you, and then throwing you in jail or an institution, or taking syndicated probate control of you and putting you in a group home to live with complete strangers and mentally ill people run by criminals? Can you imagine this happening to you? On a daily basis. Yeah, 2 days ago I went to Walmart. In closing, and I already made a video about it earlier today. 2 days ago I went to Walmart, and on my way to the because I take 3 buses to get to Walmart off of Shawline Road. On my way to the first bus stop, I made statements in a running recording tape recorder that's even recording right now. I made statements to see if anybody harasses me along any of my routes today, including at any bus stop, and I said especially bus stop 44 for bus route 44. I get off the bus route 41, walk across the street to bus stop 44, and within 5 minutes a guy comes up and starts threatening me. To my face. And then, let me tell you this, when I got off of bus route 41 and got off the bus and took the bike off my bus, as I was walking, after I got the bike off the bus and then was walking on the sidewalk to get to the intersection so I could cross the street to get to the bus stop, I made a prediction as I'm crossing the street, let's see if anybody harasses me at this bus stop, including by people that haven't arrived there yet. And then within 8 minutes, a guy shows up and starts harassing me and threatening me. To my face. What is the likelihood of that occurring if this crime wasn't already going on? Think about it. I'm sitting there minding my own business. The guy comes up and starts harassing me and then threatens me and calls me a bitch. Think about that. Okay, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. In closing, go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus." That's right. That's right. And then look in the description of that YouTube video for a blog's URL address. All you got to do is click on it. Once you click on it, it will open up the blog itself. Once the blog opens up, go down towards the middle of it and you'll see a little word titled Assault 11. Click on it. It's a PDF link. Once you click on it, you'll open up an email file will open up, and you'll literally be able to see that I predicted that assault 11 days before it occurred. And then check this out. Go to Google and type in "learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered." The video you're watching me of me being assaulted is altered. It was altered by MTS and sent to me altered. And the San Diego police will not make one police report concerning it, and the San Diego District Attorney's Office will not investigate it, because they're protecting it. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. That brutal assault occurred by an individual who had engaged in gang stalking 5 minutes before the assault. That's why they sent me a video that was only 2 minutes long, and on prior occasions on that same bus route. That's right. And the police lied about that in the police report as well. I'm in San Diego, California, and when that assault occurred, my cell phone was jammed. It wouldn't operate until he got off the bus and left, and then it started operating. It wouldn't power on, it wouldn't do nothing, and it was running on full power batteries. That's right. After he got done assaulting me and he gathered his stuff to get off the bus, I got out my phone and kept trying to power it on, and it wouldn't turn on. And then I got off the bus, tried to power it on, it wouldn't turn on. And then as I was walking to the corner to the gas station and tried to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. And then about 3 minutes later, boom, it starts working. They did that in order to give that guy enough time to leave the area. Cell phone jamming. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I gotta go. I appreciate you listening. I made this video so you can see the truth of the mental torture, the mental rape, the re-victimization, concerning how they will not only use a person to gang stalk you, and threaten you like they did, and then threaten you on the sidewalk like they did on this Thanksgiving Day, but then they'll use this same person to provoke me to try to take a video picture of him so I can expose him in front of Rouse, so he can then walk into Rouse, who have engaged in gang stalking of me in the past, to use them to ban me because I took a video picture of this guy at the Rouse. Because they want you to feel mentally raped about the truth about what's happening to you by claiming that I'm taking video pictures for no reason when I'm factually taking a picture of a person who did gang stalk me at a place I've been gang stalked at. And I'm being banned from the place by them because they're acting like I'm doing it for no reason. Basically, it's a bait technique to bait me to take a picture of him so I can be banned. Because they gotta make it appear through normal appearing reasons, even on their video camera, that I'm doing something wrong. That's why they had them sit right underneath their video camera. That's right. These are the methodologies of gang stalking. That's right. They'll openly engage in gang stalking of me inside the Rouse by Rouse management, employees, and people coming in acting as customers. Then they'll bring a second party who's gang stalked me out about in the community to appear at Rouse right after an event that he played a role in, threatening me, thinking that I'll take out my video camera and take a video picture of him. So they can use that as a reason to ban me. Do you see the double rape here? That's right. Using two separate individuals who did engage in gang stalking, two separate places, Rouse, an individual who threatened me while he's saying gang stalking, baiting me to take a picture of him so they can then ban me. And this is the menticide of gang stalking, where they rape the truth, they rape the victimization of you, and then re-victimize you about it. So, I'm in San Diego, California, and please make sure you look at the first video that this one is stemming from so you can get a total, complete understanding of why I brought all this up. I appreciate you listening. My name is Leslie Williams. I know I'm just a person making a video, but this is just my way of exposing what's happening to me and my fellow targeted individuals. Alright, I appreciate you listening, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.